All right, let's jump right in. How often do you see something and you're absolutely sure you know what's going on, only to find out you were totally wrong? Well, we're about to explore a very short story that gets at a huge idea: the critical difference between just seeing something and truly understanding it. So picture this: a little kid, Chintu, walks into a room, and what he sees is, well, it's pretty terrifying. His dad has these big needles sticking out of his back. His first thought? Pure panic. He cries out, "Hey, who is this putting such big needles in my dad's back?" I mean, from his point of view, what else could it be? It looks like an attack. It's just raw fear based on what he's seeing. And this slide? Wow, it just lays it all out, doesn't it? In Chintu's eyes, it's an hamla, an attack. But in reality, it's ilaj, a treatment. That massive gap between what he perceives and what's actually happening, that's the whole story right there. It's a perfect example of how our first impressions can be so wrong if we don't have the full picture. But luckily for Chintu, his dad is right there. And he's about to share a key piece of information that's going to flip this whole situation on its head. And here it is, the missing piece of the puzzle: acupuncture or acupuncture. The definition is pretty straightforward: a procedure where you apply needles to the body to cure an illness. And just like that, with one word, the entire reality shifts. Those scary needles, they're not weapons anymore. They're tools for healing. This is that aha moment, you know? It's where fear starts to transform into understanding. So now Chintu gets it. And what's his reaction? He's not scared anymore. Actually, he's excited. He sees the needles as a good thing, and being a kid, he immediately wants to jump in and help his dad out. But this brings up a really fascinating question, right? Chintu wants to help, but can he? His heart is totally in the right place. His intention is perfect. But is just wanting to help enough? Is having a good intention the same thing as actually having the ability to help? And that's when the doctor steps in with the final and most critical piece of wisdom. Only a doctor knows where to put the needle. And boom, that's it. That's the ultimate lesson. There's a world of difference between a good intention and the specialized knowledge you need to act on it safely. You see, understanding what is happening is just the first step. Knowing how and why, well, that requires real expertise. So when you lay it all out like this, the journey is incredibly clear. It starts with a simple, raw observation, just seeing the needles. That leads to a powerful but totally wrong misinterpretation. Then, a single piece of clarification from his father changes everything. And it all leads to this moment of wisdom from the doctor, the recognition that true understanding requires expertise. It's the full journey from just seeing to truly knowing. And so, this simple little story leaves us with a pretty profound question to chew on. What really is the difference between seeing and understanding? It's a powerful reminder that true insight doesn't just come from our eyes. It comes from seeking context, valuing knowledge, and respecting the expertise that can turn a simple observation into meaningful wisdom.